I know you say I'm not qualified to speak on it.
You're not.
Charlamagne, look at me. I don't play with little dudes, man.
Yeah.
I wanted to come look you in your face like a man and tell you how I feel.
Okay.
You understand?
Don't squirt shame.
When you down there and she starts squirting, you keep your tongue on that clitoris until she's done. If she shoots it in your chest, you take it in the chest.
But
That might be a
okay.
little P.
Now listen, let's talk rape.
Charlamagne,
My
this
brother.
this interview goes back 4 years ago.
Talk to me.
Jillian McMichael, do you remember her?
Jillian?
McMichael.
Yeah, I know Jillian.
Yeah.
That's my old assistant.
Old assistant.
Yeah, yeah.
So 2013, we hit her up, and it's the thing you spoke about today about timing. 2013, it didn't work. Then we tried Karen Kinney in January, it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Then we tried Tiff, it didn't work. But today,
It worked.
and it's timing, right?
It's all about timing, man. And now it feels like the perfect time, right?
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So for the Change for Change thing, I know you guys spoke to Cardi B on the phone. Did she really donate? Because she didn't seem like she was going to on the phone.
I don't think Cardi has donated yet. Don't quote me on that because, we were on the air for 18 hours.
Okay.
And then after midnight, we kept it open. And we came back Friday, but, people are still donating now because we decided to keep it open throughout the whole holidays. 'Cause I think in America, Tuesday is something called Friendsgiving.
Okay.
And then Thursday, of course, is Thanksgiving. So we decided to keep it open. And Friday is Black Friday. So it's like, instead of going out and spending money on sales and stuff, how about throw a couple dollars,
Right.
to this Change for Change thing. So you can text change to 52182. I'll go to bcchangeforchange.com to donate. But I don't think Cardi donated yet. Cardi
didn't seem
and
she
Shaq
would-
from Watch, y'all
Right
go
now.
donate.
Right.
Okay?
And who were you most surprised by his donation? Like, were you like, wow, I can't believe they donated, or the amount? Like, who were you most surprised by?
Probably Eminem.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I was surprised by that, but I was. I was surprised by Eminem. 'Cause, I mean, those guys like that don't have to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I know that I'm always the person saying that, white people should use their privilege to combat prejudice, and we all saw what he did at the BET Awards Cypher, BET Hip Hop Awards Cypher. I wasn't a huge fan of that freestyle as far as lyrically. I loved the message in it, but I've heard Eminem spit way better, but I just love the fact he used his privilege to combat prejudice, and for him to step up, for the Change for Change organization and give the largest donation, when you're representing for people like Linda Sarsour, Carmen Perez, Tamika Mallory, Colin Kaepernick, I thought that was so dope because number one, he's white, and it's always good for white people to show that allyship, and number two, he's a controversial figure and has always been a controversial figure, so he probably understands other controversial figures because Linda Sarsour is a controversial figure, Colin Kaepernick's a controversial figure, Tamika can be controversial at times when they want to paint her as such, but so I think he gets it, and that was surprising. I mean, he didn't have to do that. $150,000. I mean, Diddy didn't have to do 100.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart didn't have to do 50, but it's just, those guys are always there for us. You know what I'm saying? They always are stepping up for the black community. So to see Eminem do it, I was like, wow, okay, that's dope.
And does that mean you're going to go a little easy on Diddy? Because I know you always chastise Revolt and you say it's whack and crap and whatever. Will they get the pass now?
No, he don't get a pass, but I'm going to tell you what changed my perspective on Revolt. What changed my perspective on Revolt was talking to Maxine Waters and the whole backstory on how they had to fight to get Revolt on the air. You know what I'm saying? And Revolt is a black owned network. And Diddy is the majority owner of Revolt. So that's what's gonna make me ease up on Revolt. If anything, I should be trying to empower Revolt and trying to help Revolt, get to that next level. You know what I'm saying? So. I'm a little slow to doing that, but I'm frustrated. You get frustrated about the business, you know what I'm saying? The way that they handle business sometimes, but that's what happens when it's a startup television network.
Disorganized.
It's disorganized.
So no more kicking Revolt guys out of the studio on Fridays, no more.
I'm definitely still gonna do that.
Yeah?
You can't get in the way of my show. You still got to get the fuck out the studio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. But I'm gonna help, empower Revolt as much as I possibly can.
Got you. And one thing I really liked about you was you recently spoke about. I remember Chris Brown was doing his whole press run, and I literally thought the same thing you said about him being on some sort of substance, but nobody called it out. Mm-hmm. Why don't you think people call it out? Like, I know you said it's like behind the scenes they'll be like, yeah, like he's on drugs, but they don't say nothing. But why don't these people call these things out?
Because that's the industry. That's what they do. They smile in your face and then talk behind your back. And then, when you die, everybody putting up hashtags and, oh, it's so sad, and oh, we saw this coming. If you saw it coming, you should have said something. You know, so I mean, that's it was simple for me. Like I was waiting until he came to the Breakfast Club to ask him.
I was waiting for that interview. I was disappointed he didn't come.
Yeah, and have some type of intervention. He was supposed to come on a Monday, and then he came mad late, and we all got lives. We got things to do, so we had to go. And then he was supposed to come on the next morning at 8 in the morning, and he was supposed to come at 9, but then he canceled around 8 o'clock. And so I was like, well, F it, he not coming. I got to get this off my chest. I've been holding this for the whole week. I'm like, yo, why y'all not stating the obvious?
They just don't want to do
That
it.
this man is on some type of substance. And then his fans bug me out, too, because
Team Breezy.
they're like, oh, he's not on no drugs. You just hating.
Yeah.
His hit song right now is Pills and Automobiles. Shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? Like, why are we so stupid?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's just like, yo, I hope he gets help, you know, and because you know, even the people at the label, they're like, yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Well, he's getting help. He's gonna get help behind it. Okay, cool. If he's getting help, cool. That's all that matters.
2 more generics before we get to some really good stuff. What's wrong with Tyrese?
He's full of shit.
Constipated, right?
It's a full of shit individual. That's all. You know, narcissistic, egotistical. You know, wants attention. You know what I'm saying? Like some people can be their own downfall. Like I read Tyrese's first book, and Will Smith wrote something in his book. Will Smith said Tyrese has finally learned to get out of his own way. No, he hasn't. You know, and I mean, listen, I don't have no problems with how he handles, you know, his daughter's situation. Like you should go hard for your daughter. You know what I mean? I feel like a child should have both parents in their life. You know what I mean? And I got plenty of homeboys and family members who are going through things with their baby mama. So I understand that struggle. So I'm never gonna knock it. If you want to get on there and cry about all of that, great. But I don't like you blaming another man for your financial situation. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro, you got a Benihana's in your backyard. You got a Starbucks in your backyard. Right. You got Optimus Prime as a bouncer poolside at your house. Sell some of that shit if you really having financial problems, you know? So, other than that, he just been full of shit the past couple weeks. But I think he's finally, I don't know if he's coming back around or not. He just texted, because he's been texting me, but I've been ignoring him. And so he just texted me and said, this is Tyrese's new number. I don't give a shit. Like, you don't.
You got O-bombed.
I don't care at this point. But, you know, I gotta just.
I think you were just saying that when we got in, right?
Yeah, I'm just observing. I'm observing him. Now I gotta just observe you from afar. I can't rock with you the way I used to rock with you. You know what I mean? I gotta just observe you from afar, see what's going on.
And now we're gonna get to the fun stuff, the part I've been waiting for. We're gonna go down memory lane and we're gonna test your memory, all right? Now tell me that time, Trey Songz, you introduced him to a girl and you said you never ever like seen her again. You remember that story?
I don't remember.
No? You tweeted this 2012. You introduced Trey Songz to a girl, you looked her right into the eyes, and that was it. You never heard from the girl again.
I do remember that. I do remember. I mean, I've been knowing Trey for so long, but now I do. That's probably happened a couple times, by the way.
Yeah?
Because I knew Trey.
So it's a true story.
Oh, yeah. I first met Trey in Columbia, South Carolina. Like, I think I have my first interview with Trey Songz somewhere. I know my dude DJ Chuck T. He did a Charlamagne the God Concrete Jungle Volume 1 mixtape. So it was all my best interviews from South Carolina. But he put that out way back then. Like he was one of those people that always believed in me, and that was on there. But Trey always been like that with women. Oh man, come on, man. I remember Trey's
crazy,
out of control.
And you said in 6 to 7 years the word "son of a thought" is going to be worse than "son of a bitch." Do you still believe that?
Yes. I mean, bitch is gonna always have like that negative connotation. Like, you know, you say son of a bitch. I'm a literal person. So you say son of a bitch, you call my mama a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm old school rules still apply when it comes to stuff like that. But yeah, in the future, son of a thought. You know what I'm saying? Because this generation knows thought. Like bitch ain't really harsh to them. You know what I'm saying? Like they run around. The girls call themselves queen bitches and all of this stuff like that. So son of a thought. You're not going to want to hear that in the future when you're 15 and some older guy is saying, oh, you a son of a thought. I mean, your thought-ass mama. Like, whoa, I got to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you still think there's nothing worse than a chick tweaking on Instagram that has a kid at home? You said it was like the worst thing a girl could do. Twerking, sorry, tweaking.
Oh, no. Oh, twerking, yeah, when they in the, I mean, I don't know if that's the worst thing, but when you got your child on the bed and you butt naked twerking, like, what's up, man? Call child services to come get that little boy or girl, man. Something ain't right.
Do you think the Knicks are still 8 to 9 players away from a championship?
No, less than that now.
Oh yeah.
They got a good core.
A lot better.
Yeah, they got a legit superstar on the way. Porzingis. You know what I mean? Tim Hardaway Jr. is balling pretty good. They got that other rookie, Cantor.
Yeah.
Like, the Knicks look kind of decent. The Knicks just need like another guard or something. They got the pieces. They got a nice little core working for them right now.
Now read this out for the camera.
One day on social media, these kids are gonna find out R. Kelly peed on a little girl and they're gonna let him have it. I'm still waiting on that day because we live in this era where everything from your past comes back to haunt you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you look Bill Cosby with the pills, whether it's the old Harvey Weinstein allegations, like all of that stuff is coming back to haunt people. And I'm like, our rappers like Post Malone them when they say the word nigga on video and that comes back. Like, I'm waiting for people to see R. Kelly peeing on this little girl and finally getting him the fuck out of here.
The boot.
Finally.
All right. Now, we got some funny stuff. Iconic photo you posted.
Ah.
Show the camera. So just show them when you're done. What the hell was Al Sharpton doing?
It's my guy, Reverend Al Selfie, right here. Reverend Al Selfie. Rev was feeling himself. That's all. Rev gets up every morning. He works out. He's old. I don't know how old Reverend Al is, but he's civil rights old. Okay? When you was marching in the civil rights movement, you were pretty up there. Rev was out there.
Give him a boot.
And that's my guy. That listen, that's probably going to be me when I get that age. If I still feel like I got it, I'm going to flaunt it. And that's what the Rev's doing. Rev getting it in.
That's horrible. Alrighty. Another funny one.
KD, yeah, this is funny. KD, nigga, look at your hairline. Bron, nigga, look at your hair. That's the truth,
You should
man.
both come on home, right?
I mean, listen, this is just proof that you can be gifted physically, you can be gifted athletically, you can be a multi-millionaire, but it's some things God has in your life and there's nothing you can do about it, okay? And when your hair is just natural peasy all the time like Kevin Durant, and when your hairline goes the way LeBron James is gone, the way mine is gone, there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing.
Father Time is undefeated.
Father Time is undefeated, period.
3 more, bear with me, they're really good. Now, this was so funny. You remember the Super Bowl when Tom Brady won and you posted this?
I do.
Crazy.
I do. One of God's only begotten sons, Tom Brady. God got Tom Brady, Jesus, and Oprah Winfrey. Let me tell you something, man. This is so iconic because Tom Brady is the only person that ever beat the internet. We used to say,
remember the first half, yeah.
Yes, we used to say the internet was undefeated. Tom Brady was buried.
Yeah.
He didn't think 3 quarters.
You were riding him too.
He was gone. They had the mic, and it was so funny because somebody kept putting the Michael Jordan face, but for some reason they didn't put it all the way on him.
Yeah.
They just kept
And you said that.
They just kept putting some of it.
Yeah.
Some of it. They were trying to wait till the end of the game. And it never got there. Like, they had to take it all off, and then these memes turned. Like, I've never seen somebody change the tide of the internet, ever. Tom Brady is the only person ever to beat the internet.
And even Skip Bayless, who rides him so hard, was even just like you, and then it's unbelievable.
Nah, he's the greatest quarterback I've ever seen for my generation. I can't speak for any other generation. He's the greatest I've ever seen. Like, when you got a will to win like that, when you down 28-3 in the fourth quarter and you come back, unbelievable.
And last photo, last question. With the Trump administration, we can always make a joke. Rex Tillerson.
Hilarious.
You posted that. Yeah.
I just think that's a spot on comparison of 2 individuals. Fat fucking pigs, both of them, okay? Like, you cannot tell me you look at this picture and think that they're not mutating hogs somewhere in America. Wow. Like, I just think this is a great comparison. Like, they look exactly alike.
And I like what you said about Trump out there. Do you just mind saying it again?
I don't even remember what I said. What did I say?
Something horrible.
I don't remember.
That he should
he should just quit. I mean,
thank you.
That's just what America's hoping for. We're hoping that he quits, that he gets impeached, an accident maybe. I don't know. Like, it's something. You know what I'm saying? It's just time for him to go. But it's not even Trump at this point. Like, Trump is just a symbol of a mindset that I think has just resurfaced in America. You know what I mean? So even if Trump gets out of the White House, it don't matter. Like, everybody's been revealed.
Right.
Like, now everybody's looking at each other crazy. Like, I know where you stand now. Like I said, it's not about Republican, Democrat. It's not about liberal, conservative. It's about right and wrong, God and Satan. Good and evil. We know who's evil now.
Right.
We know who's wrong now. We know who's riding with Satan. Some people have chosen to be on the wrong side of history. And long after Donald Trump is out of the White House, we're going to remember when they were on the wrong side of history.